It's once again time for our grade level meeting information. In this flipped version, there are quite a few topics of discussion and important information. So I will do my best to be able to share all of the important details within my 15-minute window. So let's get rolling. The first item of discussion are data teams. Remember that the expectation for staff following our November data teams training is that every PLC schedules time with either Missy or Charlene or an administrator to walk through the data teams process. There is a data team sign up that's linked here to the agenda. Please be cognizant that there is limited time for Missy and Charlene to be able to participate in those events. So please sign up and make sure that you have plans to follow through with that expectation before the end of the school year. If you have questions or you need any information, please don't hesitate to reach out. The second topic of discussion is a follow-up to our fantastic meeting that we had as an all-staff on Friday of last week. Thank you again to Ashley and Laura for sharing information that we all know is relevant to our current reality surrounding compassion fatigue. The presentation, if you were unable to be there, is linked to this document. I would encourage you to take time to go through that small PowerPoint and presentation so that you become aware of the opportunity that will be coming up on Monday, April 16th at 7:30 for all staff. Ashley and Laura will be facilitating an opportunity for folks to come around and just visit at 7:30, and that will happen in our Student Connections room. They've also sent out additional resources to staff, so if you haven't had a chance to take a look at that information, I would encourage you to do so as well. Certainly supporting each other at this point in time of the year and throughout the entire course of the year is really important to our middle school family. So thank you for your willingness to participate, and thank you for your willingness, Ashley and Laura, to provide the opportunity. The Wisconsin Forward Testing starts next week. Again, the planning document has been out now since February. If you have not yet clicked into that link to look at that information, please make sure that you do so. The testing schedule, our 6th and 7th graders will be testing, our 6th graders will all be testing together on the 16th and 17th. Our 7th graders will be testing on the 18th and 19th, and our 8th graders will be testing on the 24th, 25th, and 26th. More detailed schedules are linked into the planning document. Those of you that are serving as proctors, please make sure that you have gone through the manual that you received at our training carefully before you start to administer the test. If you did not receive that information in our proctoring, please make sure that you see me to get that material in advance. The test tickets and the signage that all proctors will need will be in mailboxes on Thursday. If you look through your materials and you find any missing tickets, please let me know immediately so that I can connect with Therese Weatherington to get those printed and brought to you. A reminder that it's important that those students in the other grades that are not testing be reminded to be respectful of our students that are testing and to really make sure that they are using quiet voices in the hallways and being respectful of their peers. Administration has created some encouragement treat bags to be given to every student. Students are not allowed to eat or drink during testing time. However, I would recommend that the baggies be provided to your students the day before testing, or perhaps during a break during the testing time. We will have those baggies available to staff in the main office, so you can pick up the number that you have for your TA. With that, there are test security reminders, and those are listed here in this document. Again, please make sure that there is no copying of test materials or taking pictures of the tests. Teachers, please do not use your cell phones or be wearing smart watches during the training. Teachers and students should not be eating or drinking during the testing. Break time is fine. Do not provide supports or accommodations for students that have been not been approved. If they have an accommodation, it will be listed on their test tickets. Please do not help students with questions or write or do anything for them during their testing time. Please make sure that you cover or take down any instructional materials or posters in the testing environment. And please make sure that the only materials that students use are the scrap paper, pencil, and mouse and headset for the testing purposes. Students are to be using the online testing tools only. Moving on to drills. As you know, we had a hold last week and we had our drug dogs come in. I'm proud to say that we had no hits, and I appreciate everybody working on the hold. That went very well. Our students did a great job with that, and thank you to all of you staff for cooperating with that procedure. We will also have an April fire drill coming up at the end of the month. Hopefully, if the snow goes away and it gets a little bit warmer, that might be an enjoyable experience. We also have Tornado Awareness Week, which is happening Thursday. Know that as a county, there will be outdoor warning sirens that will be sounded at 1:45. You can expect that I will come on over the PA system and announce that we are under a severe watch. And then at 1:45, we will go through our protocol, and please make sure that you cover that with your students. And also please make sure that you go through the tornado and severe weather protocol that is linked here in this document so that you know what to do when I come on to the announcements on Thursday at 1:45. We are rounding to the near end, and that means that we will be looking at our budget. Please know that budgets need to be completely spent out and on the needs that you have. Any remaining dollars that are sitting in the budgets as of April 28th will be swept. Also, during that time, I will be sending out a budget wish list so that if there are specific needs that you have with regard to needs yet this year, including bigger ticket purchase items that maybe you didn't plan for, you will be able to add those to that budget wish list, and I will go through and prioritize and let people know whether or not I am able to move forward with those purchases. More details about that budget wish list will be coming out in future bulletins. Also, this Friday, April 13th, yay, is early release day. Here is the schedule that we will be following with regard to that early release time. Please be reminded that all staff in the district are asked to take the Wayfind assessment between 1:30 and 2:30. An hour long is been blocked for that time. Certainly Kara Schuler offered the opportunity that if you wish to do the Wayfind earlier than that, you are certainly welcome to click on the link that is provided here and go through that survey on your own at a different time. Several staff have already done that, and that's certainly an option for you as well. The rest of that day is set up for you to continue your work with your PLCs. It would be a good time also for you to come together and run a data team if there is still opportunity for you to sign up with either Missy or Charlene. That concludes the information up to this point in time. Thank you for listening to this podcast, and certainly, as always, if you have any questions with regard to any of this information, please feel free to reach out to myself, Derek, or Jerem. Have a great day and a great rest of the week, everybody.